At half of the press. Well, my people, me here for drop the real news, news, reviews, everything in a one right this or right there, my people. So all I want to know to do is like up the video, share out the video, subscribe to my channel, my people. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. Let's get right into it.
A corrupt government cannot liberate the people. If the head of the stream is corrupt, the entire river will be also.
A blessed good morning to you, my wisdom warriors. Wagwan, wagwan. I hope you guys are doing great. Well, a St. Catherine woman who allegedly attacked and stabbed a man while he was at a police station, filing a report against her following a fight, was remanded in the parish court today. Abigail Morgan, who is a fish vendor, is answering a charge of wounding with intent. The Clarendon police are investigating the death of a 63-year-old man whose vehicle crashed into a tree in the parish Friday morning. Dead is Patrick Stiff, a vendor of Woodhall, Chapperton, Clarendon. Some of you may know, some of you may not know that Jamaica Supreme Court is being asked to quash a decision by the St. James Municipal Corporation to remove political posters of prospective candidates for the upcoming general election and to bar the local authority from taking any similar action. The 56-page claim was filed by 3 People's National Party prospective candidates, Dr. Andre Hawthorne, Senator Janice Allen, and Alan Bernard, on Tuesday, seeking judicial review of the St. James Municipal Corporation decision to remove their campaign posters in the parish. Opposition leader Mark Golding is calling for Jamaica's health system to urgently strengthen primary care and expand the life-saving screening programs nationwide. Golding spoke to the People's National Party PNP plan to advocate for nationwide screening initiatives aimed at detecting diseases earlier, reducing mortality, and lowering long-term health care costs. My wisdom warriors, when I see this, I say, but the government should not do this from long time. You understand? The government should not do these things from long time. But you can say, when it comes to the healthcare system, they're not interested. I don't know why. Seriously, all me know, my wisdom warriors, is most of them have funeral home. That's all me know. So maybe, or could it be, that is the reason why they're not focusing on the healthcare. Something not right. And when Mark Golding said, this is a very good idea. When I see it, I said, wow, I like this idea. Hear this.
Here we are at the Kingston Comprehensive Clinic on Slipe Road, the largest of its kind, I believe, in the English-speaking Caribbean. And we're here because they have a special day today promoting and providing pap smear screening for ladies. And we know that in Jamaica, we have a lot of problems with cervical cancer and so on. So you can come here, get your pap smear, you can get your HPV vaccine as well to prevent that kind of illness reaching you. And of course, the People's National Party, our health program very much focuses on prevention, screening, so that we can have less people getting sick. And of course, it's much less cost to the taxpayers if we can find these things early and nip them in the bud than when they develop into big problems and everybody has to be paying an arm and a leg to get health care. And we know the chronic and terrible condition of healthcare in the country now under this JLP government. So it's good to be here. It's good to have toured the facility again. And I encourage all of our ladies, and indeed our men too, because prostate screening is also very important. So, you know, days like this remind us of the importance of looking after ourselves. And I encourage each and every one to do that, so they can play their part in maintaining their own health and the health of the nation. Here we are at the Kingston Comprehensive Clinic on Slipe Road, the largest of its kind, I believe, in the English-speaking Caribbean. And we're here because they have a special day today promoting and providing pap smear screening for ladies. And we know that in Jamaica, we have a lot of problems with cervical cancer and so on. So you can come here, get your pap smear, you can get your HPV vaccine as well to prevent that kind of illness reaching you. And of course, the People's National Party, our health program very much focuses on prevention, screening, so that we can have less people getting sick. And of course, it's much less cost to the taxpayers if we can find these things early and nip them in the bud than when they develop into big problems and everybody has to be paying an arm and a leg to get health care. And we know the chronic and terrible condition of healthcare in the country now under this JLP government. So it's good to be here. It's good to have toured the facility again. And I encourage all of our ladies, and indeed our men too, because prostate screening is also very important. So, you know, days like this remind us of the importance of looking after ourselves. And I encourage each and every one to do that, so they can play their part in maintaining their own health and the health of the nation.
My people, take a look at this.
What try Chinese them do? Chinese them block off the river, you know. Look at the amount of fish in the river. Man, them a build up to blood clean and block off the river. You see me? Everything, watch it. River top run. Chinese them block off the river onto man property. That's what I say. And them alone for have access to water. That me tell you say them come after do, you know. Take over and fuck up system. The system. You see what going on with people? The whole Jamaica for see this, you know. Share up here and like up here and like and send out the video. Send that one a viral. Chinese them see there. No much years this a river there run and them come and now come block up it. And tap him the river from around. Watch it. If you don't look good. See fish them there. A battlefield life. See them there? Fish in the river, you know, and the Chinese black off it. Fish them now, nothing survivation. You survive, that's what I say. And part about them come to Jamaica to develop. They not develop, they come to develop, they come to deliver, to kill off people. Watch it. Right now I see this river going on, this river black off. Top run. From Saturday. See it? Right, 3 man property. And black off this, so but this a man have access to water. That's what I say. See there? Chinese come here to take advantage of black people. That's what I say. Watch it. River dry up. No river now run. Fish them now survive. You see what I say? This is PNP government doing now. Sell out the country to China and see eh? So what China come and do now? You see it?
My wisdom warriors, you see what going on in our river? You see what is going on in our river? This is what they do. And when you come out and talk about it, the whole of them vex. This is what they do. How comes them allow to do all these things and get away with it? But if you the citizen, do something to that river, a problem. And that me want to know. How comes these Chinese come and everything is okay? Everything them do, it is okay. What is going on where we don't know? What is going on? Because if them block up this river here, according to what the man has said, my wisdom warriors, that means that they must get permission. They must get permission, because I don't believe the Chinese them are going to do something like that without permission. And you see, sometimes we wonder why oil is spilling our river, you know. Me tell you before, say, it wasn't by accident. All of these spilling of oil in the river. I don't know accident. And them a do it. You know hear me, Jamaica? And them a do it because they know them plan. Them know who them a sell our lands to. Them know what is going on. And when we come out and talk about it, you see Andrew only swell up him face. Him and the dirty king labor right them. Then I like when we speak out. So when you see oil spill going in the river, and no accident, you hear me, Jamaica, open up on the ears and open up on the eye. You sleep on that, because look at that now. You can't see the little baby fish them in there. I try swim. Them something on the right, man. Them something on the right. It is wrong. Sometimes I sit down to myself and I say, then how after a sudden so appear oil spill go on? After a sudden, I don't know if you now watch it trend Jamaica. After a sudden, appear oil spill. Since this Jamaica Labour Party take over, appear oil spill. And I do not believe it is an accident. It is not an accident, Jamaica. It is not. I want everybody to wake up. wake up and smell the coffee and see what is really going on in our country. Anyway, my people, may I bring you straight in a St. Mary because the place turn up loud, loud, loud till it buck. Hear this.
Sorry, Mr. Mother, me overdo the time, but I run for better when they are the vibe nice and PLT nice. And we can't do no better, don't blame me. I don't blame it for the me that water me a drink all night. But blame it for the sweetness of PLT. Don't go in there, out in there. Ready PLT, ready PLT. Alright, Mr. The moderator walk up to the right, I can't take it, I know what that means. So let me say one more thing to the people. I mean, I say it already and I'm going to say it again. PMP thing, a us thing, a our thing. Alright? That means that we have to work together to... Sorry, Mr. Moderator, me overdo the time, but I run for better when they are the vibe nice and PLT nice. And we can't do no better, don't blame me. I don't blame it for the me that water me a drink all night. But blame it for the sweetness of PLT. Don't go in there, out in there. Ready PLT, ready PLT. Western St. Mary is going to be won by the People's National Party. When I say, and I'm going to take it further. When I say, young ladies from my division come into a Rockabessa clinic and Port Mara clinic to get contraceptive, and there's a none of the clinic, it means time come for a treat. They've not been paying them at the injection. It says a lot about our health sector. When I see such man a fix a parish council road and partying that you drive on the road, then tell me, Western St. Mary. We're winning by a minimum of 4,000 votes because I am the hardest working candidate in Central St. Mary. I bought some walking shoes in 2023 and I've been walking ever since. I'm walking and walking and walking, and the places I walked before, I'm walking them again.
And I'm walking and walking and I'm walking all the way until I reach God's house. And non-stop walk. Now, comrades, Central St. Mary starts off with a certain advantage. When you have tried and true laborites also telling their family that they rather not vote than vote against Omar Newell, then you know that any candidate sizing up have a problem. So I don't want you to spend a lot of time worrying about it. We're winning by a minimum of 4,000 votes because I am the hardest working candidate in Central St. Mary. Comrade, party leader, and the next Prime Minister of Jamaica, Mark Jefferson Woolley. Comrade, next member of Parliament for Western St. Mary, and my brother, Alvin Woodman. Comrade, the next member of Parliament, who want to walk in that great constituency as an MP, Comrade Omar Newell. I worship every time. Comrades on the platform, comrade councillors, comrade councillor candidates. When I drove in tonight and I see the crowd, I said I have a message for the party leader tonight. A party that the message that whenever such man call the election, whether I call it tomorrow, or I call it in September, or whenever I want to call it, I want to. Comrade, party leader, time come to get rid of this corrupt government. Time come to get a better health service in this country. Time come to prevent the waiting from 5 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the hospital the next year to get medical attention. Time come for a better education system in this country. Time come for better roads in this country. Time come for better water supplies in this country. And comrades, let me tell you, the only party that can bring that is the People's National Party. So I say to you, comrades, I say to you, that if you are prepared to have a better Jamaica, if you are prepared to have a better Jamaica for your children and your children's children, when the election shall have been called, you will do, I want you to listen to me carefully, you will do like what the big laborites said in Samstrad Square. Time come to get rid of this corruption.
Supported for the People's National Party here in Western St. Mary. The word is out. Comrades, when I came here today, and we started on the border, and we moved through this constituency, and we passed people in the nooks and crannies, highways and byways, hills and valleys. I said to myself, former Minister Montague, you have a problem. You have a big problem. Because the energy for the PNP in Western St. Mary turn up. And the people are saying, this young man here, this capable, good soldiers and supporters for the People's National Party here in Western St. Mary. The word is loud. Comrades, when I came here today and we started on the border and we moved through, he is a man with a serious attitude. He is a man with a caring heart. He's a man who knows how to get things done, a businessman, a self-made man, a family man. And I know he won't rip you off. I know he won't abuse his position. I know he won't discriminate against anyone. Because he believes that Jamaica comes first. And I know that he will do the People's National Party proud in the way that he represents you as your member of parliament when the time comes. So comrades, I have to ask you,
Are you ready to deliver Comrade Woodbine as your MP for the People's National Party? Yeah, man. He is a government that knows right from wrong. A government that knows that the resources of the people are not there for Fred and company to benefit from, but are for the people's benefit and the people alone. A government that has a vision to lift the people and take the country forward in one accord, in a unified approach of progress. We need to move from where we are now, where Jamaica's aspirations for the most part are to migrate, to leave our shores because they don't see hope here under this government. We need to turn that around. We need to build a more productive economy, an economy that generates wealth for our people. It must be built on investing in our human capital, our people, through strengthening the education system, fixing the early childhood and primary system, which is now failing so many. A government that knows right education, and we're committed to training. And our people need housing. Housing in Jamaica has been a situation where affordable housing for the people has been left behind. The houses which are built for the most part under the Labour Party are houses that none of you can afford. They don't care about the people's needs. There is a huge unfulfilled demand for affordable housing. And with Professor Senator Floyd Morris, we're determined to build 50,000 affordable houses in our first term of office. It's already, comrades, identifying the lands where we can build those houses, and identifying the designs of the houses, using modern approaches, climate-friendly approaches, with water harvesting and solar energy, delivery, and we're coming. For public sector workers, we want to reintroduce the special interest rates that were taken away by this government. For public sector workers, we want to say, when you buy a house, you have 3 months before you have to start paying your mortgage, so you can sort things out, buy your furniture and so on. We're thinking about the people. We have the rent-to-own scheme for all those who are informally employed and can't prove their income because they don't get a pay slip, but they make their money. They can go into the house and occupy it as a tenant, paying rent equal to the mortgage. And as long as they meet the commitments for say 6 months, we'll say yes, you have proved that you're worthy to get a mortgage, even though you can't produce a pay slip. And we will bring them to the mortgage and bring in the mortgage and make them into owners, and they can move forward with their lives. The People's National Party is thinking about the needs of the people. For public sector work government, the imported food bill has gone up from 800 million to over 1.4 billion US dollars a year, imported food. And we're saying a lot of those imports are impacting our farmers, especially when those imports are brought in by importers who get special permits through Fred and Company business. And the Labourites are famous for that. We're going to say some of those import taxes that are being collected on that food, we're going to establish a fund for agriculture, an agriculture development fund, to help our farmers to move forward, help them to be more productive, help them with things like fertilizer, irrigation systems and storage for goods to reduce post-harvest losses. Right now in Jamaica, 30% of what is produced ends up spoiling after harvest because there's no proper storage or transportation system for the farmers. The government, the important friends, the change of which I speak is based on a solid ethical foundation. We want a government where the people can trust that they're not being deceived, that they're not being lied to, that they're not being ripped off by those who obtain power in the name of the people but are using it to further their own well-being and that of their friend and company. We need a government that is focused on uplifting the people by tackling the very serious challenges we have
in our social sector, in our health sector as Dr. Guy has described, in our education system as I've already mentioned. And we build a strong foundation for our economy so that it's more versatile and more resilient by building agriculture and building logistics and building the creative industries, supporting our musicians, our artists, and friends. The change of which I speak is based on a solid ethical foundation. We want a government.
Yes, my people, that was in Western St. Mary. You know, say Marky G and the whole PNP crew sounded and signal the trumpet loud and clear. And you can see that the people them ready for a change. The energy last night was powerful. The people came out in their numbers to stand with Comrade Omar Woodbine, and they sent a message. They're ready for a leadership that listens, serves, and delivers. My wisdom warriors, wanna tell me what you think about that. Tell me how you feel about it. Put on honest opinion in the comment section. Like up the video, share it out, and subscribe to my channel. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. Big up on a nice clean self. One love.
Why not go on the first promise? On the things that we are putting back in the office. On the things that we are novice. On the better listen to this. Vote them out cause them not see we when we young. Vote them out from Kingston to country. Vote them out cause when they win them a go dump way. We have to tell them promptly people just vote them out cause them not see we when we young. Vote them out from Kingston to country. Vote them out, we have to tell them promptly. Cause when they win them a go dump way. Marky G, you know you the people them really want to see a great leader who will talk to we. Put on the boat and go, they go walk to we. Yes, go march to we. Because we have some guy with them on a intention. Leading the country in the wrong direction. That's why we come to make we own a selection. This we are gonna do when in call the election. Vote them out cause them not see we when we hungry. Vote them out from Kingston to country. Vote them out cause when they win them a go dump way. So we are tell them promptly people just vote them out cause them not see we when we hungry. Vote them out from Kingston to country. Vote them out cause when they win them a go dump way. We have to tell them